Magandang buhay, kapwa guro! This is your mom, Shaimi, and we are back to another educational updates. So for today's vlog, we will have the newly implemented DepEd Memorandum, the interim guidelines on the preparation, submission, and checking of school forms for the school year 2020-2021. So you will know the new forms that we have to prepare in this new update from the Department of Education. So I will be posting the link wherein you can download the full version of this DepEd Memorandum number 14 series of 2021 that was uploaded just yesterday. So stay tuned and keep on watching for more updates about this newly released DepEd Memorandum. So, as you all know, we are still adapting the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. So with this, the Department of Education issued the interim guidelines on the preparation, submission, and checking of school forms. So this issuance amends certain provisions of the DepEd Order number 4 series of 2014 and 58 series of 2017 to reflect requirements of distance learning modalities in school forms, as well as to ensure the collection of necessary data for evidence-based decision-making for the school year 2020-2021. So here are the following amendments that were included and adopted in the submission and checking of the school forms. So later on, we will be able to see the following forms that we need to comply. So the preparation and submission of school forms, we need the School Form 1 or the SF1, the school registry. So the additional element in this form is the learning modality. So we can download the School Form 1, the Excel file of the School Form 1 in our LIS. So at the end of each quarter, the updated modality shall be generated through the Learner Information System as official quarterly enrollment count per modality. So other demographic data of our learners are also recorded in our School Form 1. So as you can see in our School Form 1 here, the school register, the learning modality was included here. Okay, so this is the format of our School Form 1 that you can download in our LIS. Okay, and the next form we should prepare is the School Form 2 or our daily attendance form. So because of temporary suspension of face-to-face learning and our learning modalities, so we can choose the applicable learner attendance conversion tool attached in the Annex 2 that can be considered in checking the learner's attendance. So instead of the previous SF2 that we have to use this learner attendance conversion tool. So please do refer in the Annex number 2. So the chosen norm of attendance checking should be explained to parents, learners for awareness and transparency. So this is new, the learner attendance conversion tool. So school, principal or the teachers as educators should explain this to the parents or guardians of our learners. So we already prepared some SF2, the previous file or format during our first 2 quarters. However, this new learner attendance conversion tool will be implemented for the 3rd and 4th quarter of school year 2020-2021. So for this 3rd quarter, the learner attendance conversion tool should be used. So in adaptation to this new attendance, so we teachers are highly encouraged to exercise due consideration and to reach out to learners. So keep in mind that a learner can only be considered a dropout or no longer participating in learning activities if he or she and his or her parent voluntarily withdraw from schooling. So this is equivalent to 7 weeks of non-attendance in his or her online classes or non-submission of modules or activity sheets without any communication or contacts efforts being made by the learner or parent guardian with the teacher. So make sure to also elaborate this part when informing the parents or guardians regarding this attendance scheme. So the 3rd form that we have to prepare is the school form 3. So if the school is releasing books and other learning materials to learners, FS3 may be used. So this form can also be utilized to record the distribution and retrieval of learning modules. In using SF3 for the recording and monitoring of modules, the title of the book shall be replaced with an appropriate reference code or with the title of the module being issued or distributed. So that's it for the SF3. And for the SF4, the monthly report of learner movement and attendance. So this form is the consolidated report of school form 2. So this is done by the consolidation of our school form 2. And also, we have to prepare the school form 8, the basic health and nutrition profile. So, at least we teachers should measure the weight, the height, and body mass index. Or we can contact and collaborate with the parents of our learners for them to submit these needed details of their child. So, if they don't have some access to weighing equipments, so they can proceed to the nearest local center wherein they can monitor the weight and the height of their kids. And the next form is the Form 9 or School Form 9, the progress report. This is the card So instruction and guidelines related to assessment and computation of grades are already available. So we are just depending the grades of the learners in the written work and performance tests. And we will not include quarterly assessments, right? And the last form is the school form 10 or the permanent record. So SF10 shall be prepared at the end of the school year. And we have to wait further instruction in accomplishing the said forms. So what are the guidelines in checking our school forms? So to minimize physical contact between individuals and thereby to reduce the possibility of COVID-19 transmission, the process of checking of forms shall be simplified. The division level checking of school forms, which is being conducted by the Division Checking Committee, will be suspended. So the annual checking of school forms shall only be done at the school level by the School Checking Committee. So no more division level checking, but just by the School Checking Committee. So the school level checking may be conducted through online or on-site, provided that health and safety protocols are being observed. Take note of that. So the result of the checking of forms initiated by the School Checking Committee is deemed final and can be used by the school to complete its submission in the LIS. So we have to stay tuned with the following updates because the department shall issue further instructions in accomplishing the School Form 5, the Report on Promotion and Level of Proficiency, and the School Form 6, the Summarized Report on Promotion and Level of Proficiency at the end of the school year. So the adjustments made, which will be posted in and can be accessed through the Learner Information System, shall be incorporated in the school forms in all public and private schools as well as state and local colleges and universities offering basic education. And take note, the regional or schools division offices and even schools are highly discouraged to introduce localized forms that only duplicate data in these nationally issued forms. So whatever the changes or the forms that we have already downloaded from the LIS, we should only stick to it. So we don't need to edit anymore. So we just have to use the forms from the national or from the LIS. And this memorandum is now applicable for school year 2020-2021 unless otherwise extended. And of course, it is for immediate dissemination of and strict compliance with this memorandum is directed. So as teachers, this is another DepEd memorandum that we have to understand and comply. Signed by our DepEd Secretary, Dr. Leonor Magtolis Briones. So as you download the full version of this memorandum, you will be able to see the attached school forms. Here is for the SF1, SF2, the school form 3, the SF4. Here is the school form 9 or the card. So you can see the learning modality is added here. And discussion regarding the learner attendance conversion tools. So instead of the previous school form 2, we can utilize the LAC number 1 or the LACT1, wherein converting presence in online class as daily class attendance. And how to record in SF2. So actual recording of number of class days present and absent. So the learner shall be considered present even in the case where or she was only able to enter the online platform for a few minutes due to internet connectivity issues, and as long as there is notification via text, chat from the learner or parent or guardian. No any form of contact for the day means absent. So here are some descriptions and guidelines of how to record the attendance in the school form 2, and with the appropriate or respective learning modality that is applicable to your learners or grade level that you are handling. So you can also use the LACT number 2, which is applicable to all distance learning modalities. So that's all. So that would be all about the interim guidelines on the preparation, submission, and checking of school forms for the school year 2020-2021. So we have one or additional memorandum to comply. So stay safe, everyone. Sulong edukalidad. Kaya natin to, kapwa kaguro. God bless. Thank you.